The Immigrant Emergency Relief Fund provides $800 in direct funding to HIAS Pennsylvania clients who were left out of the rounds of stimulus checks that happened and who were ineligible to receive stimulus checks. And in addition to receiving $800 in direct funding, clients who wished could receive 2 months of case management, either with myself or with another HIAS PA case manager, to address needs that have come up during the pandemic. One client who I'm currently working with she's a single mother. She has not been in the country for so long, so she's newer to the United States. She has a young child who has special needs. At the beginning of 2020, and before that, she was working as a house cleaner, and she was not getting paid a lot, but was making enough to pay her rent, and she was staying on top of her bills. And then when the pandemic started, her child's school went virtual and she had to stop working. She was home with the child. She did not qualify for unemployment or any benefits. Luckily, she was able to get funding, and that allowed her to pay her rent. I was also able to connect her to a food pantry that actually did deliveries, so she gets food deliveries now. It was good timing when she and I started working together because her kid got really sick, I believe maybe the first week I worked with her. And she and I navigated getting him to the hospital. Unfortunately, the front desk at the hospital was unwilling to use interpretation, so I ended up being on the phone with her and talking to the front desk and kind of navigating that process. And then long term with her, we're working on making sure they have continued supports going forward. The Immigrant Relief Fund has been such a lifeline for clients. I think if you're not in a situation that some of our clients are in, it's hard to understand. People have their own communities, their families and friends. And people are really relying on each other and supporting one another, but don't have options, don't have a way to get childcare, don't have any job security where they can get any paid time off, don't have a way of being okay if they're sick. If they're sick, they either lose several weeks of income or maybe even lose their job because they're not showing up. So I would encourage you, please help us by continuing to support this fund and the incredibly important work we've been able to do with your help.